Okay, I believe we are live. I apologize. As you see, we are about halfway through the second quarter. There was a power cord that was left at Mountain View by yours truly last night, and so the broadcast is late getting started, so much apologies, but you will see that the Rebels are off to a good start, up 10 with just over 5 minutes to go in the second quarter against Wind River. And I've got their roster pulled up as well, so we will just get to it. Thanks to Nash Perry and all of his friends for being the cameramen today. And once again, apologies for the late start today. But the inbound will go to Riker Hoffman. He goes up for the shot, and they are going to call a foul. So Riker will go to the line shooting 2. That foul was on number 5, Ford David, and that is his first of the game. So Riker's first shot is up and good. Boys coming off a very exciting 11-point win last night against the Mountain View Buffaloes. They're looking to continue their win streak this weekend as they've gone 2-0 so far in this tournament. The second shot is off the mark. An attempted rebound and put back by Daniel Smith, but is no good. Stolen in transition there by Carter Hoffman. He tries to gun it into Ridge Lundgren, and that is just a little bit too far ahead of him. Insert quarterback joke there. Strong arm by Carter as Ridge Lundgren is able to steal that inbound pass and put it back up, giving the Rebels a 29-16 lead here through the second quarter, and we're at 4 minutes 45 seconds. So that was knocked out of bounds by the Rebels, so Wind River trying to get things going here. They will re-inbound it, inbounding it to Zane David. They get it across the timeline. Over to the right wing. They've got an open man underneath in the block. The Rebels try to get there, but not in time. That is a 2-point shot by Jeffrey Strock. That is good. 29-18 in favor of the Rebels. 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Weston gets it over to Lundgren at the baseline. He drives in just short. Good rebound there by Daniel Smith to keep things alive. He gets it back up to Weston. Weston over to Hoffman in the corner. That is off, but a good rebound there again by Daniel Smith. He's been great on the boards today for the few minutes we've been watching, obviously. But he has been a strong rebounder so far as Ridge Lundgren will be called for a kick there, disrupting the pass on that full court press. Wind River gets in and gets it across half court over to the corner, up top. Takes one dribble in and puts to the right wing over to the right corner. And the Rebels will be called to the foul there as number 5, Ford David, tried to drive there and was stopped but fouled by the Rebels. So that's going to be a foul on Daniel Smith, his second. We're going to take a break here. Timeout Wind River, they want to talk about it. Rebels up 31-18 in the second quarter with 3 minutes 48 seconds to go here in the first half. We'll be back after this.
Reach a dedicated hometown, regional, and worldwide audience. Dive into the action with My Local Rodeo. Our high school rodeo broadcasts are the heart of the community, drawing families and fans who love to support local businesses. From prime advertising spots to exclusive sponsorships, your businesses can shine in the spotlight. Don't miss out. Contact us today and saddle up for an unbeatable advertising opportunity. My Local Rodeo, where your business becomes part of the excitement.
Sorry, dealing with some technical difficulties once again. So we're back live again. Sorry, it's been a rough morning. Wind River inbounds it once again. 31-18 for the Rebels with just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. Carter Hoffman jumps the pass there. He'll have a wide open layup as he takes it the other direction, giving the Rebels a 33-18 lead there. Wind River trying to get things going. They've been stuck at 18 for a few minutes now following that bucket. And Mato Amos drives to the hole, and he'll kick it out to his left. Then it's back to the top of the key to David. The three-point attempt is good by Mato Amos. A much-needed three there. And a turnover by the Rebels back into the hands of Wind River. They are going to try to keep things going here. David has it at the top of the key, but that is stolen by Ridge Lundgren. He is going to go for the layup and just rolls in. He tried for the dunk there, but able to finish right at the front of the rim, giving the Rebels a lead with just under 2 minutes to go, 35-21 in favor of the Rebels. Amos gets it across the timeline. He had a big three just a couple minutes ago. He drives to the hole again. He is blocked by Carter Scott. We'll see what the foul call is there. They're going to credit Riker Hoffman with the body foul there. That will be Riker's second. So Amos will go to the line shooting two here. First one is up and good. So substitution, Carter Grohl coming in for Ridge Lundgren, give him a break to end the half. Minute 44 to go here. Amos' second foul shot is up and good. Rebels up 12, looking to close out this half as Carter Hoffman takes it to the right wing, drives to the hole, tries to get something there, but is stopped. Rebound taken by Wind River and across the line. That's a rebound by Amos once again. Good players. He's had to do a lot for the Cougars so far today. He kicks it to his right, to the right wing, over to David. David over to the other David. Amos drives in, he pulls up, gets it to David underneath, and there it's going to be a tie-up between Grohl and Ford David under the hoop. And possession will remain with the Cougars, so they will take it under their own basket. Amos the inbounder. He gets it up to David at the top of the key. David takes a shot. That is off the backboard. Riker Hoffman with the rebound. Gets it to a running Daniel Smith. That is a missed layup, though. Carter Hoffman with the rebound. Gets it over to Carter Grohl, who puts it up and is fouled. Bounces just off the mark there. So Carter Grohl will go to the line shooting two. Minute 4 to go here in the first half. Rebels up 35-23. Grohl's first foul shot is up and off the back of the iron. Sub here for Wind River. For David will come out, and Troy Tidzump will come in his place. Grohl's second shot is up and good this time. 36-23 for the Rebels. We are just a minute away from the end of the first half as Tanner Walker gets it across the timeline. Back to Amos. Amos dribbling to his right. He passes to the right wing. Over to Tidzump. Then to the left wing to Strzok. Strzok being pressured heavily by Grohl. He gets it inside into Tidzump, posting up, but he is met by both Smith and Hoffman. Hoffman gets in transition over to Carter Scott, and he finishes with a nice layup. 50 seconds to go here. Rebels up 38-23 as Amos will bring the ball back up as he crosses half court, trying to get another score on the scoreboard before the end of the half. Tidzump a good pass to a cutting Strzok, but that will be stopped by the Rebels. On the other end, Carter Hoffman, alley-oop attempt to Daniel Smith, and that is just out of reach. We have 13 seconds to go here. Rebels up 38-23. Amos looking for the last shot here. 7 seconds to go. Amos dribbles to his left and then to his right. Has a pick. Gets his roll man. His roll man attempted the shot from the top of the key, and Riker Hoffman's going to be called for the foul. He's not happy with it, as a lot of that was ball, but the ref got him with a little bit of the arm there. So that's going to be Riker's third foul. Tough break with just 1.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Tidzump's first foul shot is up and no good. One more coming. Once again, 1.5 seconds to go here in the first half. Tidzump's second is up and good. Hoffman gets it into Scott, who heaves it from 3/4 court, and he almost gets that one just off the back iron. So that'll be our first half of play in the books, with the Rich Rebels 38, Wind River Cougars 24. Once again, sorry for the late start there, as we were able to get things started midway through the second quarter. Some technical difficulties and a mistake on my end for leaving a court in Mountain View last night. So bear with me as we will be here for the rest of the day, and this will be brought to you online at mylocalradio.com and listening in at 98.3 KDQ FM.
The town of Garden City is home to beautiful Bear Lake, where families play together. We welcome you to Garden City and invite you to visit bearlake.org for places to explore and information on upcoming events year-round. The town of Garden City welcomes you as we cheer on the Rich Rebels.
Rich County, Utah is a place where your neighbors are also your friends. A community where traditions matter and every person is important. These community values translate into an excellent school system filled with caring individuals who are committed to each student and their success in the classroom, on the field, and in life. In partnership with the entire community, Rich School District empowers learners to attain excellence through citizenship, wellness, collaborative teamwork, and academic excellence.
It is time now for our Standout Student segment, and I'm excited to be talking to Ridge Lundgren. Ridge, how's it going? Sounds like it's the end of an hour, or the start of an hour.
Yep, just got out of math class.
Who's your math teacher?
Mr. Smith.
Awesome. And you're on your way to seminary?
Yep.
Okay, well, we'll make this quick. Man, you're already a junior. How are things going so far in your junior year?
Gets a little overwhelming, but it's pretty fun to be able to go out and work hard in these college classes and regular classes.
So are you working towards an associate's degree?
Yeah, I'm going to set myself up for an associate's, but depending on if I want to play at a community college that only offers 2 years, I might stop and settle for a GE.
And we'll talk about school here in a minute. Let's chat about opening game was last weekend at Wendover. How did you feel things went down there?
I feel like we played pretty good for not starting until later than they did. They were coming into their 5th game, and it was our first. So had a little bit of jitters, and we just got out and got the W.
And Ridge, this weekend you go to the Bridger Valley tournament, and you've got Mountain View, Little Snake, and Wind River. Do you know much about these teams, and how are you feeling about this tournament in Wyoming?
I'm feeling pretty good. I know vaguely about them, but I haven't scouted them much, so
it's going to be an awesome time, and I'm sure you guys will do great. So, Ridge, how has it been? I had talked to Drake at the end of the football season. He had said one of the things he was excited about with basketball starting was being able to be around Ridge again. How's it been for you to, obviously you go to school with these guys, but you put a lot of time in this fall into basketball while they were playing football. How has it been to reunite with those guys on a playing surface?
Yeah, it's been good to break that bridge down and start hanging out with my guys more. It's fun getting to know how they've changed and how this year's going to be.
Based off how you guys were passing the ball and other things, it seems like chemistry shouldn't be an issue this year. You guys jumped right into it from the get-go.
Yeah, totally true. I'm pretty sure 16 of our 21 points was scored off an assist. Or 21 baskets was.
So Rich, talk to us about, you're very involved in the AAU circuit. Obviously that's helped your game a lot. What other things have you enjoyed about playing AAU? Is it's becoming more and more popular around here and around the country for sure? What are some things that have really benefited you doing that AAU?
I think just getting to put myself in an awkward situation with new kids that I don't know, and just learning how to play with them and have to get to know them and build chemistry up from nothing, since I came from such a small town and I've been playing with these kids ever since I was like a little boy.
Rich, how's it been? Because your dad's heavily involved with that as well. What does that do for your guys' relationship, spending all that time together? Obviously, he coaches some other team within the league that you're in, but you do get a lot of time together. What's that been like doing that with your dad?
It's been really good for our relationship. We've been able to go through some hard things and definitely some fun times, and it's been really good to spend time together and have some new experiences.
So, Rich, what's your outlook on the season this year? There's obviously big expectations, but a very competitive 1A league and 1A field. What are you thinking for this year? What are your expectations?
We want to finish at least a 5th seed, and we want to be in that state championship game again and play without any fear.
Do you feel that last year in that championship game, after the first half was over and the jitters were out, that you felt you were on the same playing field as Panguitch and want to get back there again to challenge them again?
Yeah, this time definitely, because that first half we just were a little bit nervous and we didn't realize that we could actually go out there and play with them.
Well, Ridge, we wish you the best of luck this week, and like I say, a big tournament that's going on that'll be fun for you guys to play in. Whenever I do the standout student interviews, I like to finish it up with you giving a shout out to a teacher that's had an impact on you these last 3 years. Is there a teacher that comes to mind?
Yeah, I can't be biased, but for sure my dad.
Yeah, what we talked about the AAU, the time you spent. What about at school and being in his classes? What's that been like for you?
He never brings our outside relationship into the classroom, and he always just jokes around with me and has a fun interactive vibe about him.
Ridge, I thought of another question as you're talking about kind of the fun atmosphere. The group of friends you have, the junior boys, it seems like you guys have a very tight-knit, fun group. What's that been like growing up with the group of guys that you have? Seniors as well. It just seems like you guys have a very good time together. What does that do for you on the basketball floor, having the relationship that you guys do together?
I think it allows me to not be as nervous, and if I want to joke around about something, they're easily joking back, and we can play less nervous and more fun.
Well, we look forward to you doing that all season long, Ridge, and have big expectations for you and the rest of the Rebels. So good luck, and we'll see you there.
Yep, thanks, Bradley.
Okay, see you, man.
When you're hungry for an amazing breakfast, just like Grandma used to make, visit our bakery on Main Street in Randolph. We hand make fresh pastries for you to enjoy. Supporting the Rich Rebels and thanking you for your business, visit our bakery today. Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7's services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at t7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
Welcome back. We are at halftime of today's first of 2 games, a doubleheader today between the Rebels and Cougars. Because we missed a lot, well, not a lot of our pregame, our entire pregame, I'm going to make sure we get our team intro and cheer intro, and those are sponsored by Saby Trucking. Thank them for their sponsorship, and we'll try to get as much from the pregame show fit into this halftime show as well.
I'm Aiden Weston. I'm a junior, and I play guard.
Paxton Nicodemus. I'm a sophomore, and I play guard.
Dylan Fonsbeck. I'm a junior, and I play forward.
I'm Carter Scott. I'm a junior, and I play guard.
Carter Grohl, junior, forward.
Cade Nelson, junior, forward.
Ridge Lundgren, I'm a junior, and I play guard.
Dylan Wasden, junior, forward.
My name is Jet Holmes. I'm a junior, and I play point guard.
My name is Riker Hoffman. I'm a shooting guard, and I'm a senior.
Carter Hoffman, shooting guard, senior.
Drake Weston, senior, guard.
Daniel Smith, senior, forward.
Dax Charlie, small forward, freshman.
Connor Creel, I'm a sophomore, and I play guard.
Wyatt O'Malley, I'm a freshman, and I'm a guard.
Wyatt Tingy, freshman, guard.
Bodie O'Malley, sophomore, center.
My name is Nash Perry, and I am a freshman, and I play guard.
I'm Valen Cornia. I'm a freshman, and I play guard.
Hunter Cordia, I'm a freshman, and I play center.
Connor Argyle, I'm a freshman, and I'm a center.
Hi, I'm Tess Cornea. I'm a junior and I'm a base.
I am Ashlyn Stevens. I am a junior and I am a flyer.
Hi, I'm Quincy Call. I'm a freshman and I'm a base.
My name's Carly England. I'm a junior and I'm a flyer.
I'm Chaisley Levitt, back spot and sophomore.
Avery Weston, junior, side base.
Hi, I'm Bryn Christensen. I'm a sophomore and a back spot.
I'm Kelsey Heiner. I'm a sophomore and I'm a base.
I'm Myra Carlisle. I'm a freshman and I'm a base.
My name is Jordan Reese. I am a freshman and I am a base.
I'm Cassie Argyle. I'm a senior and I'm a base.
I'm Joss Ennis. I'm a senior and I'm a flyer.
Hi, I'm
Supporting local schools, Eddie and Todd Jensen, owners of Mound Valley Cattle Company, know when it comes to buying and selling cattle, you count on the best. Mound Valley Cattle Company, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. 208-339-0614. That's 208-339-0614.
Welcome to the town of Randolph, located in northern Utah. The first group of settlers came from St. Charles, Idaho in March of 1870. We are a town of great extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 degrees in the winter, and we hold the record for the coldest temperature ever recorded in Utah at minus 50 degrees. Randolph is a small, friendly community that strives to preserve our rural heritage and small town feel. Enjoy the feeling each time you visit Randolph. Go Rebels!
Welcome back to all of our listeners as we are just about to begin the second half of this matchup between the Rich Rebels and the Wind River Cougars, as the ball is inbounded to Weston, who passes it over to Carter Scott on the right wing. Back to Weston. Weston will drive in, kick it out to Hoffman at the right corner. Back to Weston. Open three from the corner. That is off the back iron and taken the other way. Rebound by Darian Perry of Wind River. He'll get it to Amos, who crosses it over the timeline with Weston guarding him. Amos tries to get it over to Walker, but that is just off the fingertips. And we will be going the other way now as Hoffman inbounds it back to Weston. Weston crosses the timeline and passes it over to Ridge on the left wing, who enters it in to Daniel Smith, who pops it back up to Scott, then over to Lundgren. Three attempt is no good off the front, and a rebound there by Amos. He passes it, and he gets it back over to Perry, who will bring it across half court. He will drive and kick to his left to Walker in the left corner. Walker back to Perry. Perry to Walker. Walker finds an open David on the right-hand side. A short jumper is good there by Perry, bringing the Cougars within 12 here in the third quarter. Hoffman has it at the top of the key, dribbles to his left, passes it off to Weston, then to Scott with an open three at the top. That is off the back iron. Man, going the other way, 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go here. Rebels up 38-26. Ball is entered into Perry, who passes it over, to Walker, who passes it over to Perry. Now Perry gets it down to David, who gets it to Walker for a three attempt on the left corner, and that is no good. Tipped out to Lundgren on the fast break. Lundgren will take it all the way to the hoop and score on the transition layup. 40-26. Amos will pass it up to Perry. Perry dribbles to his right, trying to get it across half court. Full court press works well for the Rebels as Weston steals it, gets it over to Ridge at the basket. He tries a bit of an alley-oop there to Ridge, and that will be no good. Knocked out of bounds by the Cougars, so Rebels keep possession under the hoop. Lundgren is the inbounder. He will get it into Carter Hoffman. Good shot there by Carter. Good jump shot using the backboard there. 42-26. Rebels are in a full court press. Cougars able to break it as Amos weaves through defenders and kicks it over to David at the block. A great pass there by Amos as he drives and dishes. Weston quickly gets it up court to Scott, then to Lundgren in the corner. Lundgren skips it over to Hoffman, who drives in for the layup. An attempted charge made by David, but that will not be called as they leave it as a no call, and a successful layup by Hoffman. Rebels stay in the full court press, and Daniel Smith able to steal it right at half court. Passes it off to Lundgren, who's waiting at the block, and that is an easy 2 points for Ridge. Perry gets it across half court, and they get it to David again for a wide open layup. So Wind River doing okay, breaking the press and getting some points. Ridge tries to drive from the corner, but that is stolen away by Perry, who gets it up. Back to Perry again to get it across half court. He picks up his dribble and gets it over to the corner to Amos. Amos dribbles to his left, back to Perry in the middle of the key. He puts a floater up. That is no good. Fight for the rebound, won by Wind River. David kicks it back out to Walker from three, and that is off the mark. Hoffman able to rebound it off the bounce, and he will get it across half court quickly. Dribbles to his left. He will go all the way to the basket, and they're going to call a foul on the ground on that drive. So the Rebels will take it out of bounds under their own basket, Lundgren being the inbounder. 46-30 for the Rebels, 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Lundgren hits a wide open Scott in the corner, and that is just off the front. David with the rebound, he gets it out. He gets it out to a streaking Amos, and Amos tries to get his man David on the cut, and that just goes over his head and out of bounds. So Rebels will take over possession once again, going the other way. Lundgren inbounds it to Weston, who will slowly bring it up court, setting things up. Weston kicks it over to Lundgren, back to Weston, who will drive the baseline, tries to get an entry pass into Hoffman off his shin, but he's able to rebound it again, and he gets it to Lundgren, then to Scott. Hoffman to Weston. Weston drives the baseline once again, tries to get it to Hoffman, and that's just off his foot. A lot of commotion going on at half court, but Lundgren ends up with it, drives to the hoop, and he's not able to finish. But he gets a steal as Wind River tries to get it up court and is able to lay it up, 48-30 for the Rebels. Weston able to knock away a transition pass by Wind River. He's going down the floor. He drives. He drove to the hoop, but then kicked it out to Hoffman in the meantime. Had a collision with Amos at the baseline, and they're going to call that a blocking foul on Amos, so Rebels will keep possession under the hoop. Lundgren, the inbounder, he tries to squeeze it into Hoffman. There are two Cougars there, and that is off the hands of Hoffman. Amos, the inbounder, he gets it back. He's going to try to bring it up the floor. Full court press again by the Rebels. Perry gets it over to David. David has it at the top of the court. He takes a dribble, gets it over to Perry at the top, who has a long three attempt, and that goes off hard, but rebounded by David. He puts it back up, bounces around the rim, and is off. Hoffman with the rebound. He gets it up the floor to Riker Hoffman. To a wide open Ridge Lundgren under the hoop. That was passed to Scott and then to Ridge to give the Rebels a 20-point lead here with just under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Perry has it in the backcourt. He passes it up to David, but that is stolen by Scott. But just before it is stolen, Wind River gets a timeout. So Wind River will keep possession, and we'll be back after this. You're listening online at mylocalradio.com and listening at 98.3 KDQ FM.
And now a message from the experts at Bear Lake Realty.
Welcome to Water's Edge, right downtown Garden City. Beachfront condos, close to the beach, close to downtown for your renters and the owners.
Welcome back to our listeners, and thank you to Bear Lake Realty and Gary McKee for sponsoring our Bear Lake Realty Fan Cam. Kind of the same setup as yesterday. All of the Rich High fans are directly below us, so not able to get them in the camera angle. So you're actually looking at the Wind River fans, but we'll give them some shout-outs too. And thank you to our Rebel fans. Quite a few of them here as I'm just glancing over the crowd just below us. A lot of Rich Rebel travelers have come for this Saturday afternoon matchup. The Lady Rebels will play at 3:30 against Wind River as well. So it will not be the game just following this one, but then the one after. So we will have a break in the broadcast and then restream on a different link that you can find on YouTube or online at mylocalradio.com. Amos gets the inbound pass across the timeline. He gets it over to David on the wing. And they have David cutting to the basket. They get it to him, but they pass it back out the left wing for a jumper, and that is no good as Weston gets the rebound. Kicks it up to Hoffman on the fast break, and they're going to call a blocking foul. That is on Perry. Perry tried to get there in time, but was there just a little bit late as Hoffman will go to the line shooting two. So we have 2 minutes, 21 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Rebels up 50-30 as that first foul shot by Hoffman does go off the back of the iron. Hoffman's second attempt is up, and this one is good. 51-30 for the Rebels. Rebels will go away from their full court press. They're in a half-court press at the moment. Amos does get it across. Kicks it to his right. He gets it back at the top of the key, trying to get something set up here as we've got just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. He passes it to Walker on the right wing. Back up to Tinzump. Tinzump drives to the hole. He goes for the right-hand layup, and that is off the mark. Riker Hoffman gets the rebound and gets it up to Ridge, then to Carter Hoffman. That was a pretty transition play on the fast break as the Rebels now take a 23-point lead. Just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Amos gets it to Walker just across the timeline, and Walker will be fouled by Weston. 3 subs in for the Rebels. Holmes, Fonsbeck, and Smith coming in for Hoffman, both Carter, Riker Hoffman, and Drake Weston. Walker passes it into Amos, and Amos will take it across the timeline. Walker screens on his right. Amos takes it to his left. He passes it back over to David on the right wing. Back to Tadzump at the top of the key. Tadzump over to Strock. Strock skips it over to David. David now on the right wing, trying to get things going against Ridge Lundgren. Great defense there by Ridge as Tadzump now has it. Fonsbeck on him. Fonsbeck tips it away, but Tadzump able to get it back. Amos has it in the right corner. He pump fakes and dribbles to his left. Now he's at the top of the key. Tadzump over to Strock. Strock to Amos as Amos drives to the hole, dishes it off to Tadzump. Back to the top to reset here to Strock. Strock tries to go to his left. Carter Scott able to steal it from it, has an easy layup there for the two-pointer, 55-30 with 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. This has been a strong quarter for the Rebels. They have started to run away with this one. Wind River trying to get things going here as Strock passes it up to Amos. Amos has really been where most of their points have come from, but Lundgren really has him locked down above the perimeter. Tadzump over to Strock. Strock takes a jab step, picks up, tries to get it over to Walker. Holmes steals that pass and gets it over to Smith on the transition. Fonsbeck there off the Smith miss. Gets it up top to Scott, and then he feeds Daniel, and this time Daniel's able to finish, giving the Rebels a 27-point lead. To end the quarter, Zane David tried to get a deep three-pointer as time expired, but that is just off the mark. Good, strong quarter by the Rebels, and Rich is up 57-30 at the end of the third quarter. We'll be back after this. Thank you to our sponsors, T7 Propane, for sponsoring this game of Rich Rebel basketball. Online at mylocalradio.com and listening in at 98.3 KDQFM.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
We are back here at Lyman High School. Third game in the Bridger Valley tournament. Rebels looking to finish out 3-0 at this tournament. Rob Leifson able to get me an update on the wrestlers at Marsh Valley. Tag Stewart took third place in the JV brackets. Scotty Wakefield, he is wrestling for 5th and 6th place. Jackson Jolly, he's wrestling for 7th or 8th place. Traxton Chandler, 1st or 2nd in the JV bracket. Riker Kirk, 7th or 8th in the JV bracket. Wilkes Weston, 1st or 2nd in the JV bracket. Ryland Goff is going for 7th or 8th. Bailey Weston, 1st or 2nd in the JV bracket. Boston Jolly in the 3rd or 4th place match. Hazel Wilson took 8th. Katarina Smith, 6th. Lexi Rouse, 6th. And Nina Hillier, who's undefeated so far. And Isabella Trujillo will place in the top 8. So great outing for the wrestlers at Marsh Valley, and thank you to Rob for giving us those updates. We'll hopefully update you later today as well. As that shot is off the mark, both Holmes and Fonsbeck trying for the rebound there, but that is just off their fingertips. We are just to the start of the fourth quarter here. The Rebels up 57-32, as I need to update that score. 57-32 for the Rebels, just under 8 minutes to go here. As I say, Rebels had a great outing here at the Bridger Valley tournament. Some good competitive teams across the board. Obviously, the highlight of the 3 games was that Mountain View win last night. Rebels played awesome, and they've been able to continue that. Not much of a what they'd call a win hangover the next day. Starting off slow, they've been able to come out firing, and things are looking good for the Rebels this season. Once again, the Lady Rebels, they'll play at 3:30 tip-off. We are a little bit behind schedule here, but looking to be around 3:30 for that tip-off against the Lady Cougars at 3:30. Fonsbeck has fed the ball from Smith. He tries to get it to a cutting Holmes, and just over his head there as the ball will be given back to the Cougars. Amos will pass it in to Perry. Perry bringing the ball back. Rebels have just dropped back into a man defense. Perry being guarded by Scott. David has it at the top of the key. He's looking for a cutting Walker. Back up to Perry at the top of the key. Perry will try to get over the trials dock, and that is just out of reach, so it'll be given back to the Rebels. Just over 6 minutes to go here. 57-34 for Rich High School. Ridge brings the ball back. We have Lundgren, Fonsbeck, Scott, Holmes, and Smith out on the floor at this point. Ridge gets the jump pass over to Daniel Smith, and he does come down and is fouled attempting that shot, so he'll go to the line shooting 2. Daniel Smith's first shot is up and bounces around and out. So no good there, as Aiden Weston will sub in for Ridge Lundgren. It looks like Carter Grohl is going to be coming in for Daniel Smith if he were to make it here. That is up and off the front of the iron. Jet Holmes with a nice rebound there off the front. He gets it to Scott, who then passes it to Daniel. Up to Fonsbeck, back over to Scott at the right wing. Scott gets it to Jet Holmes at the corner, back to Scott. Scott fires from the right wing, and that is good. We saw a lot of that last night. Carter Scott with a great game last night and continues to shoot the ball well today. Amos brings it across half court, being guarded by Aiden Weston. He passes it to David inside the key. David over to Trosdock. Trosdock trying to make something happen against Fonsbeck. Fonsbeck playing good defense there. He is able to get it off to Perry. Perry's being guarded by Scott. Perry dribbles to his right. Gives to David. A give and go play. That gets back to Perry, but off the back of the backboard as Fonsbeck rebounds it, gets it over to Scott, then to Smith. Smith drives to the hole, and they're going to get him for a travel, I believe. Yep. And that'll be it for Daniel Smith as Carter Grohl comes in. Carter Scott also coming out of the game for Dylan Wasden. So it is Grohl, Weston, Holmes, Wasden, and Fonsbeck in the game. All juniors, a little bit of a future Rebel basketball here. Perry picks up his dribble at the top of the key, passes it over to Amos. Amos dribbles to his right, gets it back to David at the top of the key. David gets it over to David, then to Perry from the right wing for the three, and that is good. Wasden gets in transition, tries to get to Fonsbeck, but just out of reach above his head as Perry gets the rebound, tries to go in for the layup, but they're going to call Grohl for a foul on the ground. 4 minutes, 33 seconds to go here. 60-37 for the Rebels in the fourth quarter. David has it on the left wing. He passes it up top to David, back to Perry. Perry on the left wing. Perry to Amos. Amos at the top of the key. He dribbles to his left, past Weston, goes for the layup, and that is good. So Wind River able to get some more points here on the board towards the end of the fourth quarter. Coach Courtney is going to take a timeout and talk to the boys here, and we will go to break. Thank you for watching online at mylocalradio.com and listening in at 98.3 KDQ FM.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back. I will get our scoreboard back up. Here we go. Rebels up 60-39 as Jet Holmes goes up for the layup, and that is good, giving the Rebels a lead of 62-39. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the ball game. Amos gets it over to David on the left wing. David back to the other David at the top. David dribbles to his left, gets it to Amos on the left wing. Over to Perry, to David for the three, off the back iron, Holmes with the rebound. And he gets it up to Wasden, just off of Wasden's hands as Perry takes possession. Looks to drive to the hole, and he is met by Grohl, but they're going to get Grohl with a blocking foul. So Wind River will take it under the basket after that blocking foul. Perry, the inbounder. David has it up top, gets it over to Perry at the top, pressured heavily by Grohl, who does get the steal. He drives to the basket and is fouled, and that's going to be an and one. Great finish there by Carter Grohl. Good steal and finish. Now, I will make a disclaimer. If you think there's a glare on your screen, it's actually number 3's hair. Jet Holmes' hair is a little bit bright nowadays, so that's not a glare on your screen. I told him I was going to say that to the public. Grohl up for his first shot. First one of one, actually, as an and one. Bringing the score, that is good, 65-39. So Wind River will now take over possession as Amos inbounds it to Strock. And Amos will bring the ball up. We are just over 3 minutes to go here. Rebels up 65-39 in this final game of the Bridger Valley tournament. Strock has it, being pressured by Weston. Back to David. David drives to the hole. Able to keep it inbounds as he goes out of bounds. He gets it to David. David back up top to Walker. Over to Amos. Amos drives to his right off of the screen. Pass it to Strock on the right wing. David now at the left wing, trying to get it inside. He has a cutting Walker who is going to be fouled as he touches the ball by Weston. So that will be the Rebels' third team foul. Weston's first foul of the game. 2.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Wind River trying to inbound it here. They're going to be really close to the 5 seconds, and they will pass it out of bounds. So Rebels will take over, going the other way. So Holmes gets it up to Weston in the corner, who makes a nice entry pass to Fonsbeck before the defenders are able to get there, giving the Rebels a 67-39 lead. 2:23 left in the fourth quarter. Amos gets it across the timeline. He dribbles to his left and will attempt a three from the left, and that is no good, but they're going to get off the rebound. They're going to call a jump ball, which will give the ball back to the Rebels. That was Aiden Weston on the rebound there, resulting in the jump ball. Holmes gets it up to Wasden on the left wing, who feeds Fonsbeck once again. Fonsbeck almost able to finish there. He's pressured by David and not able to finish the bucket. Amos has it on the right wing. He takes a drop back three, and that is a nice shot there by Amos. Step back three for him. Holmes gets it in transition, hands it off to Weston, to Fonsbeck up top. He thinks about the three, but then he will drive in instead. Just off the mark again. He is almost there. But a rebound by Wind River going the other direction. Minute and a half to go in the fourth quarter. Amos gets it to his right, to the right wing, to Strock, to David up top, to the other David on the left wing. David gets it to Walker. Bit of a scrum there for a loose ball, but the Rebels are going to get a foul there, I believe, on Aiden. Nope, that was on Dylan Wasden, excuse me. So Rebels, with their fourth foul, just one away from putting Wind River into the bonus. Dylan Fonsbeck will check out, and Cade Nelson into the ball game. So Walker is the inbounder here for Wind River, trying to get it in, and he will get it. He will try to get it to Amos. Carter Grohl, good aggressive play there, but he is going to foul Amos going up for the ball. That should put them into the bonus. Yep, it will. So Amos will go to the line shooting two. Amos's first shot is up and just rims out. So the score remains 67-42. Amos's second shot is up and good. 67-43 here in the fourth quarter, minute 16 to go. Holmes hands it off to Grohl on the right wing, back to Holmes. Holmes trying to feed Cade inside. Up to Aiden. This time it does get to Cade Nelson. Cade, a good move there, but off the back of the iron. And the Cougars do rebound there as Amos brings it up the floor. Under a minute to go here in this ball game. Amos passes it to Walker. Back up to David. Over to Amos. He thinks about a shot. Passes it to Walker on the left wing. 43 seconds to go. Trosdock being guarded well by Cade Nelson. Charles Dock hands it over to Walker, and I believe they're going to get Jet Holmes with a foul there. So Walker will go to the line shooting 2 with 36.5 seconds to go. Walker's first shot is up and off the back of the rim. Walker will attempt a second shot. That is up and good this time. 67-44 with 35 seconds to go in this game. Wasden able to find Aiden Weston under the basket for a nice easy layup. Rebels up 69-44, 25 seconds to go in this game. Amos brings it just across half court, trying to set things up here. He gets a screen from Prost, and he will take that three-pointer from the top of the key. Skying rebound for Walker. He gets it back to Amos. Amos, another three from the left wing. This time it goes, as time it does expire. So Amos with a three to finish this ball game, but the Rebels able to win 69-47 to go 3-0 in the Fort Bridger tournament. Good outing for the Rebels and a sign of a great season to come, we hope. So tune back in at 3:30, around 3:30. It's 2 o'clock right now, so it's probably going to be just a little bit past 3:30 as the girls will take on Wind River in this same gym. There's a separate link on mylocalradio.com or on YouTube on My Local Radio's YouTube channel, or we'll be on 98.3 KDQ-FM. We'll be back after this for our Ellingford Brothers post-game show.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Dealing with computer problems can be frustrating and make you wish for your own personal IT guy. Now, everyone can afford an IT guy. Independent Software Solutions has served customers in Wyoming and Utah for over 20 years. We develop software, handle system and network administration, repair personal and business computers, and sell accessories. Independent Software Solutions is your one-stop computer business solution. Call today, 307-789-1978. Let Independent Software Solutions be your IT guy.
Okay, we are back, and thank you for listening in. The Rebels finished things off 69-47, and a good solid win for the Rebels, as I say, able to go 3-0 here at the Bridger Valley Tournament. And we will quickly go through things. I'll admit, for games like that, it is tough to find a precision play of the game and a player of the game. In terms of a player of the game, brought to you by the Crawford Trough, I'm going to give it to our JV group, as they were able to. In a game like that, you have to make sure that the guys you're putting in for your varsity squad keep things rolling, and they did. They were able to keep the momentum going between Fonsbeck, Wasden, Holmes, Weston, Nelson, and that crew. Grohl, they were all able to do well, and and keep the momentum going, keep that lead with the wide gap that it had. And so I'm going to give player of the game to the JV squad, and another shout out for them. They were able to beat a very good Mountain View team in double overtime yesterday by 3. So they also go 3-0 this weekend at the Bridger Valley tournament. And once again, we'll go to our calendar update, Woodruff Country Corner calendar update. Later today at 3:30, roughly around 3:30, the girls will be taking on the Wind River Cougars as well. And so we'll be right here online at mylocalradio.com, and you're able to listen in at 98.3 KDQ FM. Again, thanks for listening. Thanks for being patient with me as I left that court in Mountain View. I guess I should give the player of the game to my mom as she let me borrow her car and jet off to Mountain View to get that cord. I made it in record time, but I do apologize that our viewers and listeners had to miss the first quarter and a half of play because of that. So do forgive me, and we should be good to go at the beginning of the girls' game at 3:30. Just a quick stat line for our listeners who are interested. I just got that from our scores table, and so quickly here, Carter Grohl, he finished with 4. Riker Hoffman finishes with 8. Jet Holmes with 2. Daniel Smith has 4. Drake Weston 8. Aiden Weston 2. Ridge Lundgren 17. Carter Hoffman 13. Carter Scott 9. And Dylan Fonsbeck finishes out with 2. And so thank you to our listeners. We will be back at 3:30, a little bit before then to start the pregame show. Thank you to our listeners and sponsors making this all possible.